Good evening, everyone. This is Angela Green, Executive Director of On Location Memphis. I want to welcome you all to On Location Memphis Live. And actually, we are streaming to the Auteur Club, uh, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So I want to welcome you all here tonight. This is, I believe, our first O.L.M Live of the year, believe it or not, even though we've had a lot going on this past year up until this point. But we usually do the O.L.M lives when we definitely have something to talk about. And you know what? We have something to talk about. Our Memphis Movie Production Apprentice Program is about to release its 2026 project. We shot it in 2025 and we're releasing it in 2026. And we're here to talk to you about it. And we wanted to have, or I wanted to have with me, the primary production staff to come on and to kind of share with you about what they do and what it took for us to do this project again. Every one of them were a part of the original film that was released in 2024. It was the first project under the Memphis Movie Production Apprentice Program. It was Fifth Step. Confessions Heal the Soul, streaming now on Sweet Star Spire TV. And those who saw the film knew that it left sort of a cliffhanger. And the question was always, what happens next? Well, we took that to heart and we went back into the lab, some of our tour club members, and we came up with what's next. And we're excited about sharing that with you all. And I'm excited about having my guests with me tonight so that we can just talk about this as we lead up to that screening event. So the people that I have with me is first our co-producer, Margaret Hatter, our director, Darius Wallace, and our director of photography, Antonio Tarrell. So stay with me. I'm going to bring up one of our sponsors right quick. And when we come back, we're going to have Margaret here with us. Thank you. Margaret, welcome.
Hey, thank you. So glad to be here.
Awesome, awesome. So this is our third project, isn't it?
Something else, isn't it?
I know. Who would have thought? We started this journey back in 2023.
Yeah.
And actually, well, together, we started it before 2023.
I was
About
going to say we met in 2022, and
right, exactly. We started
movie
it really
production.
before then, but we've come a long way. This is our third project. It's actually three in one, and yeah, I'm really excited about this. Why don't you just share with the audience a little bit about your background and what you did with this project?
Oh, sure. So my background in film, which is what I talked to you about originally in 2022, was that I'd worked with a group called the Collective for Living Cinema in New York City. As soon as I got out of college, I went to New York, and it was the early days of independent film coming back to life in New York City. So I have worked on getting released all kinds of films with Miramax and Viacom and just all different kinds of films. And so anyway, so my job here and my capacity is more as a producer. And for a living, my day job when I'm not doing film is to be a project manager. So it fits right in. And this set of films, and particularly the ones coming out, are just amazing that we've been able to have a new project year after year after year. And that's really saying something in a business where we are dependent on grants and scholarships and and such other people's money to get this going. But there's such a love in the community and such support, and we just hope to keep driving that and keep getting more.
Absolutely. So what did you think when I came to you and told you that we are going to attempt to shoot 3 scripts in 10 days?
My mouth dropped.
Right.
I had just busted my elbow, and you were like, Margaret, we're going to try and get this all done. And I just thought, oh, there's just not enough painkillers in the world.
Right.
But by golly, we did it.
Yes, we did. We absolutely did. And I think the reason why we were able to get this done is because we did have many of the same actors as well as crew members who really cared about this project, and they understood the reason why. The reason why we wanted to shoot the 3 scripts at one time is we wanted to make sure that all the people, all the original characters were still in pocket and able to participate, because life happens and you never know where people may go. And we have some very talented people who are in this project who have a lot of bigger and better things going on than participating in Memphis Movie Production Apprentice Program. And so you just never know when they are going to fly. And we wanted to tell this story, and we wanted to tell the story with the original cast and with some newcomers to the table. And so that's why we wanted to get it out the way, so to speak. So as you're a founding member of Memphis Movie Production. You're also one of our board members at On Location Memphis. Just over the last 3 years, how have you seen this program, this organization, this program in particular grow, especially in this area?
Well, I've seen that it has tied in beautifully to the existing programs in On Location Memphis with Memphis Music Bank and the Auteur Club. I think that the Memphis Movie Production has been able to offer something to the community that it really wanted, because we've gotten lots of great apprentice people that have come through. We've gotten lots of people ready to learn and to get better at their skill set. And so I think we didn't know how much the community needed it, but as soon as we opened those gates, they were floodgates. People started coming. They joined the Auteur Club. They have delved into and appreciated all of the free learning and education and workforce development that we've been able to provide.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have our second founding member of the Memphis Movie Production Apprentice Program on the stage with us, our director, Darius Wallace.
Don't be just another number. Get an arts plate for your car or truck. Funding from the plate goes to arts programming in schools and communities across Tennessee. Tell the world you support the arts.
Darius, welcome.
Hello. Hey there, Margaret.
Hey.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Likewise.
I know. So I guess Darius, we started the journey back in 2021.
I think so.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you first started, you talked me into this.
I guess I did. But the beautiful thing is you ran with it, and it's opened up a lot of opportunities for people. So that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. So I know you're primarily an actor, but also a writer, director. Why don't you just share with the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm definitely primarily an actor, do some film, television, and I primarily am known for a one-person show on Frederick Douglass, and I do several other one-person shows. But I have directed before. I believe that's, we've always wondered how did we meet? I can't fully remember, but it seems like it's had to do with 100 Lives. And so 100 Lives is a movie that I wrote, directed, and acted in almost 20 years ago. And there have been several other films that I've directed, and there have been things that I've written, screenplays that I've written. And so I do write and direct. But primarily, I am an actor. So
And acting in a lot of television shows. What are some of the
yeah,
TV shows you've acted in?
yeah, Law and Order SVU. There's a hit show on Hulu called Reasonable Doubt.
Mm-hmm,
Had a chance
mm-hmm.
to work with Tyler Perry and
Oh yeah,
Sisters.
yeah.
And so those are some of the TV shows I've done, and then I've done some movies too. Brian Banks, Nothing But the Truth,
Mm-hmm.
and several other Hollywood films, but a lot of independent films, and so yeah.
Yeah. And and just for the record, it was around 100 lives because when O.L.M was a film festival, 100 lives screened
That's
it,
right.
the festival, and I remember um, choosing that project. It was a special presentation during one of the festivals. So yeah, so you said over 20 years. Ooh, that's a long that's a long time.
That's a long time. That's a long time, and I think didn't we meet before then? I
Yeah,
almost
I think yeah, it was before then though. We knew
yeah,
we were introduced before then, but we
yeah, yeah.
just
It's amazing.
it's one of those things where when you kind of click, you just kind of
Yeah,
stay connected, even though you may go in opposite directions for a time, a period.
yeah,
You always kind of gravitate back. You know, you have that connection and can
yeah,
come back whenever the time is right. And I think that's kind of how our journey has always been. But this one has kind of settled in, it
yeah,
seems. Um,
yeah,
um, coming from the first project back in 2024 with Fit Step that
yeah.
you directed, and then this one here. Now, what would you say was the difference between directing the first project and then coming back and revisiting these characters and these actors for these three scripts as a
I
director?
think yeah, I think primarily it's kind of what you said that when we did the first film, everybody was new working together. And I think we were getting to know each other, getting to know the story, and I think that kind of gave some of the confidence to bring the ensemble back. And so I think when we came back, we knew each other. I knew how they act for the most part, how the actors clicked, how they worked together. Of course, I met Antonio. He was one of the DPs or was the DP on the first episode, and so I knew he would be right for these
Hmm.
three, and so there was a sense of knowingness there too. So I think the big thing is that there was a sense of knowingness and connectivity, and I
Hmm.
think that had a lot to do with the fact that we worked together on the first one. So I would say
Hmm.
that was the main difference for me.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What about you, Margaret? Because you were the sole producer on the first one.
And I'm sorry, what was the question
As
originally?
far as working on the first one and the difference coming in working as a co-producer on the second one.
Oh, the first one had a lot more herding goats because
I mean,
everybody was new. They hadn't worked together. There was a lot of training went
it
on.
was a lot of new people. I mean,
Oh
it was
yeah,
a first for a lot of the people. I think only a handful of veterans between Antonio, Darius, yourself, that may
yeah.
have been the only veterans. Everybody, all the rest of us were absolutely spank branding. We were just doing something, you
But
know.
by the
But
time we got to the third one, I mean,
yeah,
by
yeah,
the time we got to the second in the series, our third film at Memphis Movie Production, it was
right,
clicking. A lot more people knew each other. They trusted us.
right. And I
Yeah,
think we had our system. We
yeah,
had a system down a lot better, and so we kind of knew what to put in place and how to put it in place. Because what we did was just for the audience to know, we split the scripts up based on location. And so as we traveled to a location, we would shoot all of the scenes in that location. So we were shooting scenes for 2 to 3 scripts in one location per day or 2 days. And then we would move on to another location. So it could have gotten very confusing very quick, and I don't know, if that was something new or if that was industry standard, but we just came up with it. We just said what we're gonna do. This is
Yeah.
just how we're gonna do it, and then we'll figure it out from there. So well, we're moving right along. I definitely want to bring on our next guest, and uh, this is our director of photography. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, he'll be with us.
We don't make the art. We make it more accessible, more sustainable, more abundant, more equitable, more attainable, and more dramatic. We don't make the art, but with your help, we make it possible. Arts Memphis, working behind the scenes for 60 years to grow the foundation of Memphis's arts.
Hey, Antonio.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good,
Doing
good.
well,
All
doing
right.
well. Welcome to O.L.M
Absolutely.
Live. Watch
We back
this,
together, huh?
back together
Yeah.
again. This is the core group right
Core
here.
group. Yeah.
That's
Core
right.
group. So go ahead and just introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah. So my name is Antonio Tarrell. I'm originally from Mississippi, in the Oxford area. Relocated to Little Rock. I'm a veteran hairstylist by trade. 30 years in the game. Got into filmmaking. Focused more on director photography, doing DP work, cinematography work, but also a producer director. But I ended up working with the group out of Memphis, who is an amazing group, and I'm enjoying telling stories, Southern stories.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I know you came to us by way of the production company we had hired for it was a Memphis production company that we had hired
Hmm.
on the first project, and you were a part of that team as a
Right.
co-cinematographer, and then you ended up being our editor, on
Hmm.
that project as well. And you did such an excellent job. I mean, you really saved us newbies
Indeed.
who didn't know what they were doing. They just was out here swinging it, and everything.
I mean, but
One
y'all amazing group, man. Y'all are amazing group. Very, very, very transparent group too. Easy, very easy to work with. Everybody willing to learn. Everybody sharing. Uh, Darius amazing. Margaret, sweetheart.
had an awesome time. So, same question. You heard it two times so far. So, going from the first to the second, what are your thoughts?
Hey, man, this one was what's the best way I can say it? As far as production, it was
Hmm.
very intense because we filmed 3 episodes over what 10 days, I think. What was it
Yeah.
seven 10 days? A lot of different locations with a very skeleton crew. Uh,
Hmm.
but I think what helped us because we had worked together on episode 1, we knew how to work together with one another.
Hmm.
Darius did an amazing job directing. He was open to new ideas. His vision, and I love the way how he worked with the actors and the
Hmm.
actress.
I appreciate
His
that.
guidance was very, very on point. Very laid back guy. So Darius and I spent a lot of time riding back and forth to set.
Right.
Well,
We would
can
actually
I?
talk about the script a lot, and how could we kind of speed up the process, because I was doing cam work, lighting work, but I got to give credit to Marquino, the sound guy. And Marquino
Mm-hmm.
stepped in and helped out a lot tremendously. Because I mean, we was the core. I mean, the core of it, and there was a lot of moving parts over those 10 days. Yeah.
Did you have something, Darius?
Yeah, I was going to say that I appreciate that, Antonio. I the thing though is I would say Antonio has a lot more knowledge and experience, and so he was kind to help steer me along if I was ever going off track. He was bold enough to let me know. and then I learned from him, and he was a great teacher. If there were things I did not know, I knew I could come to Antonio. So I appreciate you, brother, for that.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned Marquino Mott, and Marquino was actually, he was not new to us, but he was the newest addition, one of the new additions to this project. And it was what we learned from the first project, because when we did the first project, we did not have a dedicated sound person. And when we shot the coffee shop, we actually had not learned our lesson because we did not hire a dedicated sound person
Oh, wow.
for the coffee shop. But we did have Dr. Anwar Jameson, who is a professor of film, who worked as assistant director under Christy Taylor, because that was her directorial debut. And so she felt as though she needed someone who knew what they were doing to at least be the assistant director to kind of help her. And so with him coming on, then he was able to basically recruit. He had actually recruited Marquino and another gentleman, Josh Leary, to be camera operators. And so, but then once they got on set, because John Hamilton, who was our cinematographer, he was sort of like you. He could do lighting, he had the equipment for photography, and he could do sound. But we wanted to get John in the mode, because John's used to doing it all himself. It was like, oh, the way the program is, we have to give everybody, we have to try to put people in these positions, because we're trying to give opportunities for people to do the work. So this was kind of new to him too. And so we had hired the camera operators and everything. And then once Marquino got on set and he saw that we didn't have a sound person, that's how we found out he did sound. And he was like, I could do sound. He said, I could do the sound and everything. And we was like, okay. And he said, I have my own equipment. And we were like, okay. So he ended up switching over. I mean, I think he did help a little bit with camera operation too, but he ended up officially kind of switching to sound and doing sound. He did an excellent job on that. Yeah. So I remember that when we were putting the crew together for the Fifth Step, we were calling the Fifth Step schools at the time. And I just said immediately, I knew I was going to bring him back in to do sound. And then I think another key new player this time around was Celeste Gay. And Celeste had come in as a PA on the coffee shop. But she's an actress from Atlanta with a lot of experience in acting. And being on set. And I think Darius and I were talking, and Darius, you asked me to be your assistant director. I said, no, I can't do it. And I said, no, I can't do it. I said, I think I have somebody for you. So although Celeste had never done it, when I asked her, she said, I think I want to, try my hand at it, because she had seen it. And wow.
Yeah.
So why don't you share a little bit about that? What she brought to that position for you?
Yeah, I mean, Celeste stepped in. For me, if she hadn't mentioned anything about that was her first time, you would not have known, because the way she was moving and how she stepped up to the plate. I mean the whole team. Because I think after that I ended up producing and doing cinematography work on another film in Little Rock with a guy, and we did something similar. One day, a day and a half shoot, we did like 10 or 12 pages or something like that. And I brought the guys out of Memphis. I brought Darius, Celeste, Marquino, Daya, and we went in and rocked, because we had that experience working together, and we knew how each person moved, and so that helped us a lot on that particular project. But yeah, I mean, Celeste is amazing. She actually called me, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Some advice, about her upcoming film, and I gave it to her. And she was like, oh man, thankful, very, very, very thankful. And I told her, if she need me for anything, I mean, I'll come running.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say the same thing as Antonio, and same thing I said about Antonio, I said about Celeste. I could not have done it without her because of her organizational skills, and she was a lot of the calm in my own personal storm because of the things she was able to do. And then so much so that she's worked with me on some of my solo performing work
Uh-huh.
for a while, and did amazing with that. So Celeste is A+. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was enjoying her then. I enjoyed the second project we worked on. Antonio was talking about. And then also, I have enjoyed her as she has worked for a while with me on my Frederick Douglass booking. So she's been
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. Uh, One thing about Marquino and I were roommates for the second project. We were crazy. It was a whole other side. He got to know of me. I got to know of him. We had a blast.
I had
I
no
mean, we were
idea.
cracking up. We were watching the fights. It was
Right.
Marquino was just great. It was just great engaging with him outside of the film world. So even as a person, just in
Mm-hmm.
general, he's great, and he's actually a whole lot of fun to
Oh
hang
yeah.
out with. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
And I'm working with Celeste later this month on her next project. And
Mm-hmm.
Marquino, I was on the phone with today, and he's going to be working on a project with Christy Taylor that I'm helping with
Oh, great,
in mid-September.
Mm-hmm.
great.
And
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the Auteur Club is about creating those relationships that can spin off into other opportunities. And that's not really, that's just the business. What we're doing is basically creating the opportunity for people to get into the business and then allow the business to work. Because if you go on any other production, the same synergies are going to happen, whether it's Three Diamonds production with Chad Rose, or whether it's going to be Jason Martin production with Jason Martin. When you get, that's just the nature of sets. When you get on a set, whether you're cast or crew, and you get to working, you get to talking, and people get to connecting, then it always usually spin off into other opportunities. And but the first step is to be able to get on that set, and hopefully that's what we want to do for those people who may not have the connections, to create those opportunities for people to get on set. So one of the surprises that I would like to do is, I do have the artwork for episodes 2, 3, and 4.
Great.
And when we come back, I'm going to reveal the artwork for each episode, and you all can tell me what you think. But just
Right.
know this, it's not changing.
You okay?
Hello, the date, the guy, the dare.
Kendra, you don't need me.
I do need you.
Tia, this is Kendra. Kendra, this is Tia.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi, Tia.
Boy, you looking like new money. Nice to meet you.
Maya, the one who gave Kendra the 30-day dairy challenge.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Hmm.
For my Thursday friend.
Who is Thursday friend?
That's the coffee shop. That's the coffee shop, streaming now on Sweet Spire TV. And all right, drum roll. The first artwork. It's not the full. I do have the posters, but I didn't post them here. This is just, I guess, the vertical artwork. So the first one is for Fifth Step Loyalty.
Ooh.
You remember that's where that is? That's,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's
Yep.
how that.
How about the water?
Yep,
Yep.
out by the lake. Hmm. So when I chose that one because I was kind of trying to recreate the first one. If you all recall the poster for Fifth Step Confession Heal Your Soul,
Hmm.
it was two brothers. And so for this one, Loyalty, I was trying to kind of recreate that, um, same feeling in this one. And so I focused in on the two brothers for it. And there's still a lot more um, unfinished business that's taking place in this episode. When you all say between the brothers, as far as the confessions and that sort of thing.
Oh
So
yeah.
that is the artwork for Loyalty.
Great.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, so you all ready for the next?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, let me see where it was. Here we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like it.
So yeah, so this is these are our supporting characters, but not so supporting in this episode, which is the reason why I featured them on the poster for this episode, because I would say in this episode it was really about these three. As the Jure Towns, Nicole Sykes, and who's the newbie to the project, and Ronell Roth, who plays Bobby. She plays Nicole, and Jure plays Junie. So, what are your thoughts on that choice?
Kind of cool.
I like how Nicole got the look.
Right. Yeah.
I don't trust any of them.
So you don't trust anyone. It makes you wonder. Okay, and then the last one. This is Checkmate. Fifth Step Checkmate.
Bam. It's right.
Right there.
That's great.
Cynthia.
Right. This is some serious business.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
This last episode is some serious business. So that's the reason why it's the three of them, because that's I would say that's the trifecta on what's happening in this episode and bringing everything to a head.
Yeah.
As far as these three, so that is that one.
Ooh.
So
Great job. Look at you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's great.
Well, we do some things. We try to get things out, try to get things done. So we're getting ready for the screening event. It's going to be September 14th at Malco Studio on the Square. We're going. Tickets are on sale now. They're $35, but it includes a popcorn and drink. We're sponsored again by Pinnacle Bank. Representative Karen Camper is coming on board as a sponsor, so we're very thankful to them, but always the Tennessee Entertainment Commission that sponsored Memphis Movie Production Apprentice Program last year. So the training and the production that came out of that this year, which is this project here, Fifth Step Series, and this is the information here. September 14, 2026, Malco Studio on the Square, 7 o'clock. Hope all of you all come on out and join us.
Yes.
We would love to celebrate with you all. Larry Dotson Sr., legendary voice of the Barcades. He showed out.
He did.
He showed out in this one. People are going to see a different side of our hometown celebrity on this one, and they're going to love it. So you can go to onlocationmemphis.org. That's onlocationmemphis.org to get your tickets for the Fifth Step series, and we are going to show all 4 episodes. We're going to show all 4 episodes so that everybody can remember, just kind of refresh their memory, and then move into the other 3. If you want to get a jump on it, if somebody wants to go to get a jump on it, they can always go to Sweetspire TV on their Roku or Sweetspire.tv, and they can watch that first episode because it's streaming there as well. But I want to thank the three of you all for coming with tonight just to share with me as we did this unveiling of this artwork, and as we continue this press run, as we get ready for the screening coming up next month. But I appreciate each one of you, and I appreciate all of you who tuned in to be a part of this. And if you all want to stay up on everything that we have going on, please download the app. Go to your phone's app store, download it. It's free, and you'll stay connected to everything. And you know what? There are benefits, perks for membership. There are discounts and everything for being a member. So you may want to come on in, and you may want to get your ticket through the app. I mean, that's where you're going to find your discount. Screening event. So come on into the app. But I want to thank all of you for you, Margaret, Darius, Antonio, for being with me. And hey, until we meet again.
Thank you,
All
Angela.
right.
Great.
All right.
Awesome.
Good night.
All right, guys.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Cool.